Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. I can see it.
You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right, good.
It has not shown here. It's just loading.
Has it shown?
It's perfect, sir. It's perfect.
Engineer, have you seen my? Can you see my screen now?
No. Just indicating that it's loading.
Engineer, can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Engineer, please kindly check your network, because I can see everything that is doing on the screen now.
Okay.
Can you see my screen, engineer?
Can't say it's just loading and loading. And I'm trying to look for it.
All right,
It's going to be
Gift.
network problem.
Gift, welcome. Gift, can you see my screen? Gift, can you see my screen? Engineer, can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Chukwuebuka, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see it clearly. Any movement you are doing, I can see it.
Engineer, maybe you should log back in. Go offline and come back in.
Maybe I should go out and re-enter.
Gift, are you still here? Maxwell, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see, sir. Good evening, sir.
All right, good evening, sir. Thank you. Okay, did you watch the videos on Divergence?
Yes, I did, sir.
All right, engineer, can you see the screen now?
Yes, I can see it now.
All right, so let me start.
I've re-entered.
Yeah, now let me start. Now, I said one important thing you have to know about Divergence is the fact that Divergence simply talks about the disagreement between price and oscillators. Now, in using the price and oscillators, the oscillator I primarily use of is what? MACD. And when it comes to indices, I love making use of the RSI because the indices is very volatile and the MACD gives me what I want. But when it comes to trading, I make use of mostly the what? MACD for Forex. Now, divergence simply means when price and oscillator diverge in market movement. Now, Chukwebuka, can you hear me? Any questions for me to ask? Just start dropping your questions so we answer them.
Sir, can you repeat your last?
All right, I said divergence occur when we have a price directional difference in price and in oscillator. And I said the oscillator I make use of is the MACD for Forex and RSI mostly for volatility pairs or indices or for crash 1000. Now, the reason why is RSI is more, it interprets every market wave compared to what? MACD. So I want a smooth one for Forex. That is why I make use of MACD. And I want a noisy one for indices. That's why I make use of the RSI. So these are the two things we make use of when spotting divergence. Now, like I said in the YouTube video, I use divergence for mostly retracement or reversal trade. And that is how we are having this. I don't like using it as a continuation pattern, because we have a divergence for continuation and a divergence for reversal. I love mostly just use of the one for what? Reversal. Now, looking at the screen right now, I really told us on YouTube, based on YouTube. I already taught everything on YouTube. So the question I want to ask now is, what are your questions so I can start answering them? All right, is divergence an entry strategy? No, divergence is never an entry strategy. Divergence is never an entry strategy. Please take note of that. Instead, it is one of those parameters that you need to see for your confirmation that price has decided to go in your direction. All right, I love the question. What then is for engineer? I want you to see divergence like this. Before a car turns direction, you do drive your car. Before you turn your car, what is the right thing for you to do? You want to turn to the left. What's the right thing for you to do? Maybe you have to trafficate that you are going to the left-hand side, right? Engineer, yes or no? You are driving your car and you want to go to the left side. You want to make a left turn. Maybe you will use your trafficator to trafficate to the left-hand side so that they will know that you are actually going to the left-hand side. Yes or no? Yes or no, engineer? I'm listening.
Yes, yes.
Good. Now, divergence is that indication you want to see. Is that indication you want to see before you understand that price is ready to go to a particular direction. Price is ready to go to a particular direction. Now, one thing you need to understand is this. Like I said in the YouTube video, divergence can never be used for what? An entry strategy. Instead, it is used for a confirmation. And one thing I want you to know is this. Divergence works with time for confirmation. It works with time for confirmation. Now, Maxwell, you asked a question on the Telegram group. You are asking between RSI and MACD, which gives a clearer view of divergence. The both of them gives a view of divergence. But like I said, due to the volatility of the market, I mostly make use of MACD because MACD looks smooth. MACD is smooth compared to RSI. To me, RSI is just so noisy. It's so noisy. I need a smooth something for forex. But when I want to go for crash indices, I make use of the RSI. So they are the same thing. Say if I apply this, let me apply this to my chart now. RSI, oscillators, RSI, relative strength index. Where are you? You can see they are almost the same thing. They are the same thing. We have this high price started going down. You can see how all this noise are coming, but in the MACD, we cannot see them. So these are the things that I want to filter.
Okay.
These are the things I want to filter. Now, compared to crash 1000, I'm coming, let me share my screen. This. All right, I'm back. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
Now this is crash.
Yes, I can see.
Now this is crash 1000. Can you see how it is with volatility? You can see, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at all these dips. Look at how RSI takes use of every dips. So this is it. If you look at it, it is almost the same thing, the same way price moved. It's almost the same thing with the RSI. And that was why I said I love volatility. Sorry, that's why I said I love RSI for indices and MACD for forex. Now let me put the MACD indicator so you see. Can you see the MACD?
Okay.
So I will take my screen back to forex. Now, having said that, the next thing that is very important in the divergence is how to confirm your divergence. How to confirm your divergence. Now, let's start. Let us start. Let's start. How to confirm your divergence. Now, this is the Euro index. Okay. Is there any other question? Good. I said it is not advisable to trade retracements, but it is advisable to trade the wave C of the retracement. The first thing. Second thing of all is this. Imagine you are in a position, you are in a trade and you spot divergence, knowing fully well you know what the divergence is for. You can also use it to exit your trade. When you've confirmed the divergence, you can exit your trade with it. Now, one of the reasons why you need divergence is because you will always use the divergence to enter a trend trading signal. All right, can you hear me now?
Very well, sir.
All right, someone please try to open a Zoom link. And Gina, maybe you open a Zoom meeting link, then send to the group, so I will join, then you make me the host. I don't know what's wrong with my own. Because this one can go up at any time. Now, let me continue. Now, engineer, to answer your question, we need divergence to know when the price is going to continue the trend trading. If there is no divergence, we are not sure of if price is going to continue the trend we are in. So quickly, let us take this daily. Engineer, do you get the question? Did I answer your question right?
Yes, yes.
Good. So quickly, let me take this. How to confirm a trade. Did any of you have any problem with confirming a trade? Samuel, you're welcome.
Please explain better for us. Please explain better for us.
All right. Now, I said in confirming a trade, you need what? When you spot the divergence is your divergence time frame or your main time frame. Now, we'll be taking examples. We'll be taking examples. You know, this is a long bearish wave, right? This is a long bearish wave, right? Hello, are we there?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
is a bullish wave, right?
Yes, long one also.
This is another wrong bearish wave, right?
Yes, sir.
This is another bullish wave, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So very quickly,
Yes,
with our daily time frame and the monthly time frame, now we'll go down to the daily time frame. I'm trying to look for all our box. I just pray we have them all. Let me see if they are up to 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, they are up to 4. It's complete. Now let's start. Now you have to look for your what? Your divergence from the what? From the divergence time frame. Now, if you look at this, if you look at this particular trade, yeah, we have spot our divergence. What? We have a low. We have a low here. We did have a low here with what? Another lower low. A lower low. A lower low. Now, what do we have here? We are having this. A divergence. Can you see? Oscillator is making what? Let me take this eye so you see it. Oscillator is making what? A low, then a lower high. Sorry, then a higher low. Indicator is making a low and what? Higher low. Now the question is, how did we confirm this? How do we confirm this? How do we confirm this? We have to wait for what? The close of the monthly time frame. You know, if you agree with me, the divergence happened here also, right? At this low. Did you see it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? But why did price go up from here? Do you get it? Just like it did here from this place. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Good. It is that why we are looking at. Why? Why is it so? That it is that why we are looking at. Why? Now, why is it so? Now, let us take it. At the end of this particular point, let me add an eclipse. I mean an ellipse. This here. At the end of this circle, and at the end of this particular zone here. We want to know why this one moved up and why the second one did not. Now, what will I do? I will go down to my what? I will go down to my main time frame, which is the daily, since our divergence time frame is what? Daily, right? So our main time frame will be what? The monthly. Are we on the right track?
Yes, sir. You're right.
Good. Now, what will I do? What do I want to see there? I want to see what? A close at the break of market structure and a close on the monthly time frame. I will wait for the monthly time frame to close and confirm if we have a break of market structure in the daily time frame, which is the divergence time frame. Then that is when I will know that yes, this is ready to what? Buy. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Please, this thing I just finished saying, jot it down so you understand. Jot it down. Now, let's go to the monthly time frame. Now, at this month, yeah. At this month here, this particular month here, let us go and check if we have a what? A break in market structure at the end of the month. We go to daily. Daily have closed. Now this is it. Now this is supposed to be our market structure region. Yeah. This is our market structure region, this place. Do we have a close here? Good, this is supposed to be our market structure region. Yeah. But price did not close above it, right? At the end of the month, did it?
No, no.
Good. And what happened? Price continued falling, right?
Yes, sir.
So what are we going to do? We are going to go down to the next level to see why. Now, looking at this, at the end of this particular ellipse, this is our market structure level, right? This place. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This is our market structure level, this zone here. And what happened? Let's go to the monthly to see if we have a confirmation that at the end of the monthly time frame, the price closed above it. Yes, this is where price closed above it. Can you see where price closed above it? This particular bar here. This particular bar, price closed above this particular bar. Did you see?
Yes, sir.
This is it. Price closed above this particular bar at the end of this month. So at the third month, price closed above it. And what happened to price? Price moved up to confirm the what? To confirm the buy. To confirm the buy. Our meeting is going to end in the next 10 minutes. You people are not much today. I don't know if I should continue the class or we should just cut it short
continue.
for today. Or we should cut it short for today and continue tomorrow. And there'll be full house.
You can continue.
Let's continue. If possible, we may repeat
Huh?
Let's
We
continue.
can continue since we have it recorded.
All right, engineer, can you create a group, create another link, then send it to me on Telegram? I will join with that link. So be an host and we'll talk more.
Trying to page it, but it has not been possible. Maybe.
All right, who else? Samuel, can you? Chukwebuka, can you?
Yes, sir.
Chukwebuka, can you create the link? Samuel, can you create the link?
Okay, let me try.
All right, good.
All right, please.
All right, now this is what we are having here. This is what we are having here. Now we are done with this first one. Can you see what really happened? At the end of the daily close on the third month, price closed above what? Our market structure level. Yeah. And that was why you saw this retracement lower back to this place. And what happened? Price shoots up. Did you get the point now? Did we get the point now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let's continue. I will go down and take another example, the second area. Now, when this bar moved up, it drops, it went higher. Higher, then we get to this place. Now let's go to the daily time frame. This was it. This was it. Now it's moved up, 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 up. Then it came back down to this zone. This is the second what? The second. Can you see? We have divergence at this place also. There's a divergence. Price went higher and oscillator did this. Can you see it? Oscillator is doing this. Can you see it? Now, this is our divergence.
Yes, sir.
This is our divergence. Now, look at this. This one did not work out first. This first one did not push price lower. This one. It did not push price lower. But the second one did. Now, I want to confirm why this one did not work. Now, at the end of the month, this was where this bar rush. It got to this point. It did break market structure, yeah. But what happened? Let's go to the end of the month and see if it closes below it at the end of the month. All right, yes, it did. This smaller one did. But the market structure on the daily is not that convincing, but it did. And that was why we saw what? Price going higher a little bit because it was not convincing. Price went higher a little bit, then formed a bigger divergence. Now, this was the key market structure level after forming this higher high. After forming the higher high, this was the key market structure level, this place. Now, let's see if we add a close below it at the end of the month. Now, can you see that we have a close below it at the end of the month? Do you see? Can you see the close below it? Then it fell for like 3 to 4 months. Are you guys seeing this with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now, do you see how I am confirming this thing? Now, let's come down again to this day and see why this price reversed. Let's see why price reversed this at this particular zone. Yeah. Now, can you see clearly again the divergence? Yeah. Can you see clearly again the divergence? This is the first one, and this is the second one to this extent. This is it. Did you see clearly again? Now let's go. The first market structure level is here. Price did not break it at the end of the month, and that is why this particular market structure, this particular divergence did not work. This one from here, the first divergence from here to this lower low here did not work out because there was no break in market structure. But what happened at the second low, this particular point, at the end of the month, do we have a break in market structure? We go to the monthly time frame to confirm if we have at the close of the monthly time frame. Can you see that at the close of the monthly time frame, price was above this particular market structure level? Are you seeing it? It gapped up. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? It gapped up. Are you seeing it? And that was why we have the confirmation that price is going to go up, and price went lower and went back up. Can you see? Engineer, are you seeing what divergence is doing?
Yes.
Can you see that it is necessary? Because in everything I am showing you, even if I am showing you a bearish and a bullish market, it's often the same and the same over and over and over and again. Can you see it?
Yes, yes.
Good. Now let's go to the daily. Again, daily to the third triangle. The third square, rather. Now, this is the third square. This is the third square. Now, if this is the third square, this is the third square. Now, let's spot our divergence. You see, the divergence started happening even from this particular level. This is where divergence started happening from this particular level. Can you see? from a very far time distance. It took a lot of time. Can you see? It took a lot of time. Are you foreseeing this? I love this particular example. The divergence happened over and over and over and over and over again, but at the end of the day, it did not work out. Engineer, can you hear me?
Yes.
Now, if you look at it, market price did not break market structure at all. So obviously, at the end of each month, they did not break market structure. Hope somebody has opened the new link. Price did not break market structure at all. Who have opened the new links to send it to the Telegram group so I will join? Price didn't break market structure at all. But it did at this particular zone here. This was where we broke market structure. And this particular divergence played out from here to this place. This was the divergence from here to this place. We have a break in market structure. Now let's go to the monthly. We go down to the monthly to confirm it. Can you see? It drops drastically. Are you seeing it? Anybody there?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Someone should please open the new link. So we'll continue with the new link. I will end this class now.